Hello guys, my name is Majidu Ramadhan and I'm from Acholi. I'm Acholi, and you guys probably know my mom and stuff like that, Winnie, and my sisters and my brothers, Scorpio. I've been wanting to go live and speak, you know, about outside, all the youth in the community and stuff like that. And what I've been saying outside, you know, this is a message to all the youth and stuff like that as well. You know what I mean? Because I myself, I want to speak for experience, you know, the thing that I've been through and stuff like that, you know. And for all the youth out there that doing things that I used to do, like, you know, like being on the street and breaking the law and stuff like that, I used to be like that, you know what I mean? And until I got here, you know what I mean? The situation I'm in right now, I'm at detention center, you know, immigration, you know, for deportation and stuff like that, you know. I've been thinking to go live for ages, for a while and stuff like that, and finally got the confidence to speak and stuff like that, you know. I just want to speak to the youth, right, and to the actual community and out there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I've been seeing a lot of young youth, you know, doing stupid stuff like I used to do. You know what I mean? I just want to pass on a message saying, you know, stop. You know what I mean? Because it is not worth it. You know what I mean? Listen to your family, listen to what your mom got to tell you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was once like that. You know what I mean? I came in here because I didn't listen to what my mom told me. You know what I mean? I didn't listen to her at all. You know what I mean? Going out, you know, doing drugs and stealing, you know what I mean? Breaking into houses and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I used to do, you know, when I was young. That's what I used to do, you know what I mean? I never listened to my parents, my mom and my
So
sisters.
you've been having
You know
fun,
what I
you've
mean?
been going
I
out,
never
yeah?
listened to them, my sisters and my mom. You know what I mean? When I used to go out, my mom used to tell me, "Oh, don't go out, stay home."
You've been having
You know,
fun, yeah, you've been going
this is
out.
gonna happen. You know what I mean? You're gonna go to jail. You know what I mean? But I never used to listen.
What?
You know what I mean? I used to think I was smarter than her in a way
Jessica, I'm talking to you.
where she was always trying to help me to be a better person and stuff like that.
I say you've
You know
been
what I mean?
having fun, you've been going out, right?
And I never used to listen to my mom. You know what I mean? But I always love her and respect her. And yeah, I do used to listen when she tell me do this, do
Jessica,
this.
I'm talking to
It's just
you.
that when I started doing the bad life, she telling me, you know, don't do this, don't go out and party and all that kind of stuff. You know, something gonna happen because she knows what I was doing every time I leave the house and stuff like that. You know, but I never listened. You know what I mean? I'll go chill out with my friends and stuff like that, thinking that just because my mom didn't know how to speak English, and I thought that I was smarter than her. You know what I mean? Every time my mom tell me don't go out and stuff like that, I'll end up getting locked up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? For stealing or doing drugs or something like that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to speak up for your youth. You know what I mean? Make a life better for yourself and your family. You know what I mean? You came here for the same reason I came here. You know what I mean? I came here for a better life and to study and have a better life than back home. You know what I mean? And every day I wish I listened to my mom back then. You know what I mean? I'm only 22 years old and so stuff like that. And I pretty much spent my adult age in jail. And it's not cool. You know what I mean? For you, all you young niggas and stuff like that, thinking that the street is better than home and stuff like that, it actually ain't. You know what I mean? Because this way it got me. You know what I mean? This is the way it got me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I was trying to think that you're gangsters and stuff like that, selling drugs and stealing, breaking into houses make you cool. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you cool, it doesn't make you a gangster. You know what I mean? It doesn't. You know what I mean? Our parents brought us here to have a better life. You know what I mean? That's why I came here. To study and have a better life that I never fucking had. And stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I fucked up. You know what I mean? Hanging out with some bad friends, and people that ended up do bad things and kind of stuff like that. And I thought I was a cool dude too. You know what I mean? When I actually do that kind of stuff like that, you know, selling drugs, smoking drugs, and breaking into houses and stealing shit just to make money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And nobody like to be broke. Nobody like to be broke. You know what I mean? All I want to say is like,
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
if you doing all the kind of stuff that I used to do, you gotta stop it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the only road that you're gonna take is where I'm at. You know what I mean? That's where it's gonna take you. You know what I mean? No one else. You know? And I got family. You know? My mother, she's sick, and I got a nephew, two nephews, twins, and a niece is on the way. I never met before. You know what I mean? And I don't want you guys to be where I'm at. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to be in a situation where I'm at. You know what I mean? I want you guys to do better the same way your mom and dad and other families want you to do better. You know what I mean? If you want to rap, continue, rapping and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But stop that street shit. You know, beefing with the South and East, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? That's American shit. You know what I mean? That's American fucking shit. You know what I mean? We're meant to respect each other and love each other. You know what I mean? We came from a war zone. We're meant to love each other, not fucking fight from each other. You know what I mean? We ran away. Our family ran away from the war and stuff like that. And we come here, you guys want to fight each other and stuff like that. That's dumb. You know what I mean? That is stupid. You know what I mean? That ain't cool. That ain't gangster shit. You know what I mean? You guys might think that's gangster, but that ain't gangster. You know what I mean? The only thing that affects is your family and yourself and the community and your background. You know what I mean? You're not making good name for yourself. You know what I mean? You might be thinking you made a good name for yourself, but you're making a bad name for your family. You know what I mean? Because people judge you by how you're raised. You know what I mean? Your mom could raise you better, your dad can raise you better, but it's just the way you act. It's not the way that they actually raise you. You know what I mean? So all I gotta say is just listen to what your mom tells you and live a better life for the reason why you came to this country, and respect this country the same way you like the country to be respected. You know what I mean? That's what I want to say. And I remember, I'll come home for a few days and go to sleep. And night time, my mom asks me, where you going? I'm saying I'm going outside, you know what I mean? Around the shop. I'll come back, you know what I mean? And then I'll take months to come back home, you know what I mean? And she will call me, I'll turn my phone off, you know what I mean? Or reject the call, or lie to her, you know what I mean? Saying I'm at a friend's house and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And my mom, she's always trying to protect me and stuff like that, to be a better person, because the way she raised me was good, you know what I mean? She did not expect me to be like this, because none of my family members, they're like this, you know what I mean? Like I, and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I didn't listen, you know what I mean? Like, I'll come home and stuff like that, like, I remember I'll come from the front door and stuff like that, and I leave the house through the back door and stuff like that, without my mom knowing if I left the house or not. The only way to, for her to find out if I left the house is by going in my room, check if I'm still there, you know what I mean? And that's when I was on drugs and stuff like that, and I don't want any of you guys to go through what I've been through, you know what I mean? Because look where I'm at, you know what I mean? Getting locked up all the time for stupid shit, you know what I mean? If I listened to my mom, I would say from the start, I wouldn't be here, you know what I mean? If I was continuing to go back to the community, I wouldn't be here, you know what I mean? For all the youth out there, please just take your life so serious and stuff like that. I'm 22 and I'm stuck in this situation. The only help I get is from my family, you know what I mean? And this place does make me stronger. It made me stronger. It made me a better person. You know what I mean? It's just that I don't want you guys to become something that you're not. You know what I mean? Make your mom proud and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what I want you guys to do, you young youth. Seeing all this stuff on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, going to this suburb, there's beef going on around here and there's beef going around there, whatever, like that shit ain't cool at all, you know what I mean? That doesn't make you a better person and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Even some of you guys would just join the street even, you know what I mean? And think you guys are gangsters and stuff like that, and when something go wrong, you give up one of your boys and stuff like that. That shit ain't gangster, you know what I mean? Before you join the fucking street, you gotta know the code, you know what I mean? And it's not worth it, my brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? It's not worth it, you know what I mean? Stick to the reason why you came to this country and respect your background and where you at, you know what I mean? As the same as you can't step into a man land and disrespect it, or step into a man house and disrespect it, you know what I mean? That's like what you guys are doing, you know what I mean? That's like what I did too, you know what I mean? I came to this country and disobey the law and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I wouldn't like someone to come to my country and disobey my law, you know what I mean? I wouldn't, you know what I mean? And I just want you guys, to have a better life and stuff like that, and not to be in a place where like this, you know what I mean? Where there's no difference in jail, you know what I mean? It's no difference, you know what I mean? You got the top bunk and the bottom bunk, you know what I mean? Two people in the cell, and bathroom and toilet and shower and everything like that is in the same room and stuff like that, you know. And for the youth and for the community, that's your community leaders and stuff like that. Why aren't you guys helping the young one to success with their life? You know what I mean? Why aren't you guys getting the youth, to do some program and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Associate with the government so the youth can stay out of the street. You know what I mean? Why do you guys call yourself a community leader when you guys can't even help the young one? You know what I mean? You guys only help the oldest, but not the young one. You know what I mean? You see the young one needs something, because the reason why the young one, I myself experienced, the reason why I went to the street, it was because, I had no money and stuff like that. I was hanging out with some bad friends and stuff like that. And I was getting help from my mom, but I put the family on the side and I showed my friend. That's my truth. That's what I did. You know what I mean? And that's what you guys are doing right now. You know what I mean? You guys are choosing your family, over friends and stuff like that. So you guys are choosing your friend over your family and stuff like that. And that ain't cool, man. You know what I mean? That shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? All I just want to do when I get out of here is just look after my family and catch up with some time that I missed out with my mom and the community and my nephews and my sisters and brothers. You know what I mean? And this is not a good place. It's like hell. You know what I mean? But I'm still happy. I still eat good. I train. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just don't want any of the youth, brothers and sisters, to be in a place like this where I've been through. You know what I mean? I'm mentally strong. Physical, I'm strong. You know what I mean? I'm strong enough to go through this. You know what I mean? And I will fight until I get outside and look after my mom. And that's my plan. You know what I mean? I won't give up. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't want any of the brothers and sisters to be in a situation where I've been through. You know what I mean? I actually think it's cool, but it actually ain't. You know what I mean? The only thing that affects was myself and my mom. You know what I mean? Gave my mom, anxiety, depression, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? She's a strong woman, but she wasn't expecting that from her son that she raised and wanted to be. You know what I mean? Our parents, all they want is the best of us. You know what I mean? But we can't take our parents for, just because our parents, they don't speak English doesn't mean they're dumb or anything like that. You know what I mean? They're spiritual smart. You know what I mean? Mentally, physically smart and strong. You know what I mean? Wise, and they're stronger than us. You know, and they know better than we did because they're the old generation. We should be listening to them. You know what I mean? And teach the next generation and stuff like that after we have kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just I don't want you guys to have a better, you know, to have a life that I've been through and stuff like that. You know what I mean? My adult age, I spent it all in jail and here. You know what I mean? I went in, you know, when I was 19. Now I'm 22. You know, I'm 23 of November this year. I know. It ain't cool at all, man. It ain't cool, brothers and sisters, you know. And I've been wanting to do this for ages, but I haven't had the confidence to do it and stuff like that, you know. I just wanted everyone to know that, you know, like the youth, they do need help and stuff like that, you know. Talking sometimes doesn't teach us young one. The only way is to, you know, give us something to do. You know what I mean? Because in the street, you go on the street, you find something to do, you know. Why can't the community do the same, you know, take us off the street and give us something to do? You know what I mean? And also, you know, like, I hear this a lot, you know what I mean, where when I used to go to community and stuff like that, and I hear bad shit, you know what I mean, the community, you know, the parents and the uncles, and they're talking about the other kids, you know, which one is bad, which one is better, which one, you know, that's negative. I mean, that's why I stopped coming to community, because that's negative energy, that's negative, you know what I mean, that is fucking negative. That's why I stopped coming, because I don't like negative around me, I don't like negative around my family, I don't, you know what I mean. If we all get along and stuff like that, you know, support each other and have love for each other, everything will be easier. You know what I mean? You can't have two wrongs together. You know what I mean? That doesn't mix. You know what I mean? Negative and positive doesn't go together. You know what I mean? Negative and positive never fucking went together. You know what I mean? So the community does need to change to help the young youth out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what tribe they are. You know what I mean? Because that's what going on back home. You know what I mean? It's all about tribal war. You know what I mean? I told you this, I told you that, I told you that. It doesn't make you any better. You know what I mean? We all as one people. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you any better. You know what I mean? If you're Choli Mari, Choli Lango, whatever. It doesn't make you any better. You know what I mean? We all are Choli and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Choli Sudan and Choli Uganda. It doesn't make us you better than this. You know what I mean? We're all together. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do. You know what I mean? And also, just because someone, you know, is Dinka, doesn't mean you can't help him. You know what I mean? Or her. Just because someone is a fucking Choli doesn't mean you can't help. You know what I mean? I told you that, whatever. Help each other. You know what I mean? Because the reason why we came here, we ran away from the war. You know what I mean? Why come here and start creating? We're coming to be united. You know what I mean? Why can't all the Dinka community and the Choli community get together? You know what I mean? Is it because the language is different? You know what I mean? Is it because you guys, they don't understand ours or we don't understand theirs and something like that? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? There's always a Choli community or Dinka leader that speak English and translate. There's always a translator in every fucking language. You know what I mean? There's always a translate on every language. You know what I mean? So this needs to stop. And that's what needs to start, you know, like helping the youth out and everyone get together and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because we locked up and stuff like that, and we do see what's wrong with the outside community and stuff like that, you know. I got friends that they're Dinka. I got friends that they're white. I got friends that they're that, whatever, you know. But as black, we need to come together and stand together united. You know what I mean? Stop being divided and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Dinka Nuer there, Choli this here, Choli that there. Why can't we all come together? You know what I mean? Why can't we all come together as a family? You know what I mean? Just because they're not family, but you can make people your family. And that's how families start getting together. By meeting from different tribe, different location. You guys meet and you guys make family. You know what I mean? That's what need to be done. You know? We all need to be together as a family. You know what I mean? And help the youth out and the young one and stuff like that. If you see some kids doing something bad, don't ignore it. You know what I mean? Don't ignore it. Help him. You know what I mean? Help him. You know? You know the youth, they're in the street and come and stuff like that. Why aren't you helping them? Why aren't you helping them? You know what I mean? Is it because they're not your kids and stuff like that? Is it because they're not your kid? You know what I mean? You guys can make a foundation and talk to the government about getting like a soccer team, basketball team, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Rather than leaving the young one on the street and doing dumb shit, and you guys will blame them for doing the dumb shit. Yeah, you can blame them, but you guys also could have helped. You know what I mean? You guys could have helped and make the community better for others. You know what I mean? I stopped going there because there's too many negative. You know what I mean? You smoke cigarette, they say you're a bad person. You know what I mean? But yet they're drinking and stuff like that. What's the difference between me and you? I'm smoking cigarette and you're drinking, but you're telling other people that I'm bad for smoking cigarette. What about you? Huh? What about you? Just because I smoke doesn't make me better than you. Just because you drink doesn't make me better than you better than me. It doesn't. You know what I mean? We all got the same fucking blood and stuff like that. It doesn't make you any better. You know what I mean? So that needs to change. I don't know if that changed or not, but I don't think that's changed in the Cholo community. You know what I mean? People talking shit about another family, but yet you see them in the same house and laughing. But when it's time to go goodbye, well, they all talk shit behind each other back. That's negative, and I don't like negative. No one does. You know what I mean? And sometimes I don't blame the youth for leaving the community and going to do their own things. You know what I mean? But I just want them to do something better when they leave the negative. You know what I mean? The last time I came to community, guys, I probably don't even know. You know what I mean? And some of you guys probably don't know my face, but know my mom and my sister and stuff like that, you know? My mom named Winnie and my sister named, Scovia. You know what I mean? And my other brothers and sisters named, Kamish and Sema and stuff like that, you know? And you guys never see me around because, like me, when auntie come over, I just leave, you know what I mean? Because sometimes all I hear is negative, you know what I mean? That's all I hear is negative, you know what I mean? And, yeah, you know what I mean? I just want everything to be alright outside to make the youth put their head in together, you know. I just want to speak to the youth and, like, the life that you're living is not good. If you're on the street or party and drinking every day, do something with your life. You came here to have a better life, so stick to it. You know what I mean? If you study, keep studying. If you work, keep working. If you rap, rap. But don't be a fucking stupid rap in America where people, they're rappers, but they have beef with the other fucking state. With the other fucking, South, North, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Stop that shit. You know what I mean? Mind your own fucking business and do your own shit. You know what I mean? We're all brothers and sisters. Why we need to fight each other for? Why we need to fight each other for? You know what I mean? I should be exactly like that. And guess where it got me? Right fucking here. Right here. I don't want you to be in the situation where I'm at. You know what I mean? Just because you went to jail doesn't make you any cool. It make you look dumb. It make you dumb and stupid. And that's what I was. I was dumb and stupid. I was. And that's what you're fucking doing now. Being dumb and stupid. You know what I mean? Not listening to your mom and your dad. Not getting laugh together. That's stupid. You know what I mean? You're not a gangster. You're not a gangster. Because you don't know what gangster mean. Gangsters don't leave. Gangsters don't leave. They never do. They never do. So stop that shit and go back to your fucking mom's house and go back to study or fucking get a job. You know what I mean? And listen to what your mom tells you or your dad tells you. You know what I mean? Stop being dumb and young in this fucking street. You know what I mean? Stop it. Because it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's not only embarrassing for you, but for your family. You know what I mean? Because that's what I used to get. You know what I mean? My mom used to get a bad name just because of me. And stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it wasn't good. You know what I mean? Because none of my family like that. None of my family like that. You know what I mean? I brought a bad name for my family and stuff like that. You know what I mean? My mom didn't raise me like this way. She raised me better. I raised myself like this. My mom didn't raise me like this. You know what I mean? And that's why you at your community need to stop doing too. You know what I mean? Talking about someone else's kids, saying that, oh, this person didn't raise the kid good. This person, she did raise the kid good, but the kid didn't raise himself good. You know what I mean? There's two difference. You know what I mean? The mom will raise you to be a better person. But that's up to you if you accept it or not. How you raise yourself. You know what I mean? It's all about you. You know what I mean? So stop. When you see some kids doing bad, don't try and bring it up to the mom. You know what I mean? Don't. Or the parents, don't say, oh, your kid is fucked up, your kid is this. Because it will come back around. Because your kid ain't better than their kid. You know what I mean? Your kid ain't better than my fucking mom kid. Us. No, they're not. They're not. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from experience. You know what I mean? When I used to come home, my mom used to say, sit down. You know what I mean? You gotta stop doing this, you know, because people, you bring them on, me look bad. If people say I didn't raise you good, I didn't, all that kind of stuff, talk behind, my back and stuff like that, and stuff like that, And I used to tell her all the time, I'll stop. Nah, you know what I mean? I'll go do it again. You know what I mean? She tell me the same thing, I'll go do it again. You know what I mean? I'll say sorry. You know what I mean? I'll do something bad, I say sorry. I'll do something bad, I say sorry. And my mom used to say, stop saying sorry. You know what I mean? Show it that you're sorry. Right? Today you're sorry and tomorrow you're sorry. The next day you're going to be sorry. All I want to say is, for you youth out there, get your life together. You know what I mean? Party in your life. You know what I mean? Life is short. Make a better of it. You know what I mean? Make a better of it. Because I wish I did. I'm still young. And when I get out, I got goals. I got goals to have. I got goals. And that's what you guys need to do. Wake up every day with goals. You know what I mean? You don't have to reschedule it. Or what are you going to do? Just make a better of it. Every day you wake up, have goal. Every day. I'm locked up, I still have goal when I'm in here. I wake up, I tell myself I'm going to exercise, and I exercise. I'm going to play soccer, I go play soccer. I'm going to go to activity, I go activity. That's goal. That's making a goal for yourself for the day. You know what I mean? Anyways, I haven't got enough data. So when I do, I'll come back and talk some more, whatever I feel and whatever is on my mind. Thank you.